Virgin Hotel Casino,
Wayne Newton Estates,
the second highest sale of the year.
And that's what we're talking about today.
Let's get to it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rob and Ann Real Estate Show. I'm Angela O'Hare, your favorite Las Vegas realtor.
And I'm Rob Hau, the Rockstar Realtor.
And welcome to episode 5.
It's cinco!
5.
So Ange and I were talking, and I don't want to put you on the spot, so you don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but I wanted to kind of ambush you with this one, because you told me a great story, and I wanted to talk about it, if possible.
Okay. What was it? I've told so many great stories.
Yeah, we share our stories, but this one was about Tinder and real estate.
Yeah?
Tell me about what happened. So you're on Tinder, right?
I'm on Tinder. That does not mean you guys need to look me up.
She's on Tinder.
I was on Tinder.
She was on Tinder.
Yeah.
So I've never done online dating, but this is an interesting one. So you went on a date.
This young man, this gentleman and I met, and he lives in Desert Shores, which was a coincidence. We went on one date. You know, in Tinder, if everyone's been on Tinder, you can say what you do. And obviously I said that I was a realtor. And he was telling me he was thinking about selling his house. And I sold it a couple weeks later. You know, I don't go on Tinder to look to sell houses, you know.
You should maybe. Because when I heard the whole story, I was like, hey, this is a new angle right here.
Right.
So you guys coincidentally live nearby each other.
Yes.
Obviously, it was more of like a friend thing that turned out. And then it was like, hey, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to sell your house.
Yeah, not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. The other thing.
So that's cool. I just wanted to
put you on
the spot there.
Never in my life would I have thought I met someone off of Tinder and I sold their house.
It's an interesting angle.
Yes, it is a very interesting angle.
I might try that. All right, so now we got that out of the way. I think that's a great story, but we're going to go into picture of the week, which is
a doozy.
Another doozy we have.
It is a doozy, and I actually had the opportunity to tour this house because of my clients were interested in it.
You've seen this firsthand.
I've seen it firsthand.
Because this home looks like, you know, I mean, it's like, it's like Sanford and Sons here. We got just stuff everywhere, right?
Yes.
So what was am I seeing pee pads?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a selling point I just never really thought.
Throughout the entire house, there were pee pads all over the place. And you could tell that they were trying to cover up all the pee stains that were in the carpet.
Pet friendly.
I
mean,
when you have to enter this house, you need to make sure you enter not just like, you know, a mask. You need to have one of those war zone masks so you can't breathe in there. It was so bad.
Wow. So, and apparently it does appear that the agent got smart and took down, the agent and seller got smart and took down a number of the pictures. So hopefully they're getting the house a little bit better if they're serious about selling it. Because the house looks like it could be, you know, it's a decent area, decent house. I mean,
well, come to mention it, this house is in Desert Shores, and it's the exact same model as my Tinder guy's model.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but I guess, you know, you just barely missed on getting this listing in.
I'm so glad I did. And, you know, they have it listed way below what I sold mine for. I sold mine for $430.
Wow.
You know, they have it priced accordingly.
Well,
actually.
yeah, but that goes to show, boy, you're going to just not do anything. Guess what? You're going to not make as much money.
Right.
By a lot. That would lead us to our tip of the week.
And our tip is, anytime that you preview a home, make sure that you actually look up at the ceilings, right? Why?
Yeah.
Why should they look up, Rob?
Look up.
Because we always forget to look up. I mean, even in my first couple of years, I forgot to look up. You know, sometimes you'd find out, you know, during the inspection, the inspectors won't forget to look up, and you find out that you've got maybe a stain on the ceilings, or you've got some areas that you want to ask about. Basically, you know, you've got some areas that look like it was fixed or something. But yes, you want to look up when you go tour homes. Don't forget to look up. That's a big one. I think it's just something that people can easily miss out on. So really simple, but do it.
Exactly. Which leads us into our Market update.
Market updating.
Yay.
Updating. Update. Update.
So we're going over the numbers from September 20th through the 26th. And we had 663 single-family homes that sold last week, which is a slight decrease from the week before of 41 homes.
41 less.
Yes.
Not too bad, though.
Not too bad. Not too bad. And so what I decided to do, since it is like the month almost end, I decided to see how many single-family homes have sold so far from September 1 through September 26. And that number is 2545. So 2,545 single-family homes have sold in 26 days. And the month before we did a little over, 2,900?
Yeah, so right now we're low, but we have 4 more days, at least from the time we film this, to get some more in there. And usually at the end of the month you do have some more, but we're probably going to be a little lower. That is not a big surprise to me.
No.
No.
Should we make a bet?
What bet would you like to make?
I don't know, since it is the end of month numbers. And
The bet that I would take. Now, I might have to give you some odds on this, but my bet would be that we are going to continue strong because of this exact reason. The reason why we're getting lower and lower numbers is because there's not enough.
Well, what do you
listings on
mean
the
when you
market.
say continue strong? What do you mean by continue
We're
strong?
going to, value-wise, we're going to keep going.
So the median
Not
price is
volume.
going to keep on going.
Yeah, not volume. Now, I don't know if it'll keep going on up, but it's going to stay strong where it's at. I don't believe it'll go down.
Right. Or maybe we just don't bet because I think we probably agree.
Yeah. We don't really have much to bet on this.
Right. Because we kind of see eye to eye this month.
Yeah, we're seeing eye to eye.
Boring.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Anyways, well, that brings us to the lowest price listing that sold last month, which it sold for $90,000. Looks like a good deal. It was originally listed for $50,000. Okay, so this property definitely, somebody's scooping it up to make a little profit on it.
Yeah. And if you see it, the pictures, it is a major fixer-upper.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to find, and a lot of people, a lot of investors, they really want them. I've got clients up the Yahoo who want these properties.
Exactly. And I want to make a side note about people relocating here to Vegas because I work with a lot of buyers. And a lot of my buyers have sometimes unrealistic prices of what they can find here in Las Vegas, unfortunately. People think that they can score some super really good deals, and you can. However, very seldom are you going to be able to find a house that's $200,000 and under. More than likely, you'll be able to find a condo or maybe even a townhouse.
Yeah.
But when you go that route, you got to think of how much the HOA fees are going to be.
fees.
But a lot of times my buyers have unrealistic expectations when they come to buy a home here in Vegas. And you can find a decent house in the $300K range.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Maybe just slightly under $300K, but
Sure.
not that much. And if you're going to buy for $250 and under, it's going to be an older home. It may need some work.
we do have them here and there. It's
Right.
just they're not they're in short supply without
Right.
a doubt. If we weren't already short supply to begin with, when it comes down to properties that are under certain price ranges, like the 200 or even 300 price range,
Right.
we are really slim. We are
Right.
really slim.
And then also, I sell a lot in Summerlin.
Yeah.
And a lot of the clients don't realize that their homes are more higher priced than some rest of the valley, right?
Oh yeah, Summerlin has the highest value in the city.
And it's a rarity that you can find anything in the low 300s. And if you do, again, it's going to be a very small house, like 1,100 square feet, 1,200 square
Sure.
feet.
Yep.
But for the most part, you can find 350 and up, maybe 400 and up in Summerlin.
Yep. Hey, you know what? If there's a will, there's a way, but you have to be realistic on some levels.
It takes us into our next segue, which is the highest price home. And finally, it's not in Henderson. It was actually in the Ridges, and it sold for $10.15 million
Yep.
with the original list price of $15.999.
Yep. It sold for $10.150, and that is our second highest home sale of the year. And that is in the Ridges in Summerlin. So this is definitely, several $1 million difference in the price.
Yeah, but it was also on the market for 432 days.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful home. The views are breathtaking. 5 beds, 8 bathrooms, 14,000 square feet home, and the lot size was over 49,000 square feet. So, and it was on the cliffs. I mean, it's just an absolute gorgeous home.
Yeah, so, there's a number of things that come to my mind as to why it might be so much lower that it sold for. Obviously, the days on market, the seller loosened up a little bit.
Right.
But sometimes, a seller just says, here's my price. I'm going to name a price. In the luxury market, you can do that. And if you find a buyer, well, then, hallelujah. You found somebody to pay your price. But, reality can set in, and you're going to get, along the way, maybe you have some people, you got some bites and things, but they're not willing to go to your price. And then the other thing is that because this was a conventional loan, there was an appraisal involved.
Yeah.
There was more than likely an appraisal involved, unless they were putting down a whole boatload of money.
Well, I would imagine,
possible. They were putting down a lot of money.
They would have to
regardless. But, I mean, that appraisal could have also been an issue.
Right.
It could have been that it didn't appraise. We don't know. But
we don't know.
That is a significant price, decrease.
Yeah.
Price improvement.
Price improvement.
Some folks like to call it. If you're the buyer, that improved quite a bit.
Exactly. Yeah, conventional. It makes me think maybe the buyer probably put a good chunk in change and then financed the rest and made it more of a reasonable loan instead of a...
If I'm buying it, I would use a loan, and for the reason that it still has to appraise. I would actually use that as a tactic. Now, we'd have to get in one-on-one how that works. So if you're, working with me, I would certainly tell you how that works.
Or stay tuned to another Andrew and Rob show where we can get into detail about it.
Yeah, we can get into details about appraisal. Maybe that'll be one of our,
tip of the week.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's a number of things that protect you in your contract, especially when you're using a loan, and the appraisal is one of them.
Exactly.
Also, we had 19 homes sold that were over $1 million last week, and that is up from 12. So we're going up on that area. I have noticed that people do want to buy luxury homes. I think they're coming from markets that they're selling off a luxury home, or maybe not even a luxury in that market.
Yeah.
But it's expensive.
Compared to us. And then they're coming here and buying a really, fantastic home.
A McMansion.
A McMansion, yeah, certainly if it's McDonald Highlands or McDonald Ranch.
I'm just kidding, right? 19, that's a lot in 1 week.
That's good, that's great. That's what we want to keep seeing. Now, I do actually think there is, maybe not quite as, it's not quite as anemic in the luxury market. There is some out there that you can check out. So, if you're thinking about doing that, hey.
Next is in the news.
In the news.
What happened in the news?
In the news.
Well, what happened?
What happened? You're the expert.
Oh, I'm the expert on the news. Virgin Hotel and Casino is about to
de-virginize itself.
What?
Yeah. They are opening up in January 15th. They've announced their opening date. So that's interesting. That's nice to know that we have a new casino coming online out here.
Where's it located?
Well, it used to be the old Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Ah.
Yeah, I think this is great. They probably were like, not too worried about the pandemic. I'm sure they would be happier that they were opening without all this stuff happening right now. But they were building all along, so now they're finally going to open.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening in Vegas.
I think so. We just have to get back on track, and then we'll start seeing things. That's why I think we're all saying, okay, let's get this one. Let's knock out 2020 and get on.
Yeah, let's get it over with. Because that new casino downtown, Circa.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it?
I'm a little bit.
I mean, I don't know much about it either. And then I just read today, too, that Planet Hollywood was opening back up.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we'll finally get back to normal a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one little step at a time. Right now, it's obviously too soon to just completely open the gates up. But I think everybody's preparing for 2021.
Yes.
And we're going to probably, I don't know, what do you think is going to happen?
Hit the ground running.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen on New Year's? Are we going to have a celebration here?
No, I don't think so.
It's going to be pretty weight saucy, isn't it?
Yeah, the first time ever.
Yeah.
Have you ever done New Year's here? On the Strip?
I've been here all my life, so
I know.
yes. I've done New Year's
Doesn't
on the
mean you
Strip.
have.
Honestly, I hated it.
Yeah, I did it one time in my life, and it was the last time.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, and I had some fun, but it's just too much. It's too suffocating for me. When you live here, you kind of let the strip be the strip, and you visit every now and then.
Exactly.
At least that's how I do.
Exactly.
Next, we're going to go over our featured listing, which was a wonderful idea of Rob's. Last week, we went over Andrew Dice Clay's home. So we thought, hey, you know what? We talk about real estate. We love real estate. We love to look at real estate.
Yeah.
Why don't we feature a home that's off the wall, that's extraordinary every week? And this one is off the wall.
Oh, it's off the chain for show. I wish it was one of mine in my own listings, but this one is not. It is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is Wayne Newton's old place. Okay,
Yes.
if you know about this is a famous property in Vegas. So it was originally built in '57, but it was added on to a whole bunch of times.
Different houses built on, acquiring different
They
land.
bought different pieces of land. This area is well known through the years for horse property as well. So they had stables. They had Arabian horse breeding stables. They had all kinds of stuff on there. Basically, it was a ranch with a mansion on it. It's got a horse hospital. What? Not just stables. It's got a hospital for the horse.
39 acres, 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, multiple houses put on it. So 57,000 square feet. I think there's 16-car garage.
It's got a zoo.
A zoo. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, and supposedly the new owner invested millions of dollars in the property, and they bought it for a very good deal.
Yes.
They bought it for, they bought it for about
Over $5 million.
About $5.5 million. But supposedly they put in several million more, like a lot of millions.
A lot of millions.
Yeah. So anyways, one of the things about this property, we wanted to go there and actually take video and do the Rob and Ange real estate show on location.
But we're too small.
We're too little for that. And really, I don't think they wanted that any of that in there. They want to be able to show their listing how they want to show it. They probably want to be able to have their showings how they want to dictate those showings.
It's probably for privacy purposes too.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a very $29.9 million house for sale.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
do you think you're going to have to show proof of funds to get in on that one?
I would imagine yes.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Or if you're fairly famous, I would bet you can probably sneak in. I've had that happen before.
Yeah. I mean, just the estates, and if you looked at all the pictures that we provided, I mean, it doesn't even look like it belongs here in Vegas.
Yeah, well, it's always been an outlier. I mean, that property has always been this. I mean, when I was growing up as a kid, my aunt and uncle lived in Equestrian Estates, which is right behind it. And this piece of property was the only thing out there besides Sunset Park. You'd go out there and there was just that. And a couple of others along the way, these large horse properties. There's some really famous, fantastic properties that have come up that I've been able to tour with buyers through the years as well that have been owned by like casino moguls and whatnot. So the area has a lot of, storylines.
History.
A lot of history.
A lot of history. So that was an exciting piece of property, and I think it's kind of fun to see what is out there. There's a lot of real estate. Well, I shouldn't say there's a lot of real estate, but there's a lot of interesting real estate out there.
Oh, yeah. And if you have tens of millions of dollars, this one is for you, maybe.
Exactly.
You like horses?
$29.99 million.
Hey.
Yeah. Never know. Mention that you saw it on the Rob and Ann show. Maybe you can get a deal.
Yeah. So we're going to move on, and I have one of my clients coming in.
Oh, great. Who are you bringing?
Sally.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you mentioning last week.
Yeah. So we got Sally coming in.
Great.
And she's a piston. She's a little fiery piston. So
can't wait to meet her.
Yeah. Let's talk to her and see what happens.
All righty.
Hey, everybody. This is my friend and client, Sally Amanda.
Hi, y'all. I'm Sally Amanda, and I'm from Alabama.
And your friends like to call you Salamanda, don't they?
Salamanda. You got that right?
Oh, right on. So, Sally, what are you doing here in Vegas?
Well, Rob, I've been here for about 30 years, and I'm thinking about selling my house. You know what? I think you should sell it.
Well, that is what I do.
Really?
Yes. Why are you selling your house, Sally?
Well, I got these 2 dogs, and their feet are so little that they can't climb down the stairs anymore because they're getting old. They're like 17 years old.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I need to sell my 2-story home so I can buy a single-story home for my dogs.
And you bought that house when you first came to Las Vegas, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been here for 30 years. 30 years, that house. I've been in that house. It's ready to go.
Bought it a sweet time.
I did. Sweet time, brand new, and it's just
All right.
ready.
It sounds like we're going to have some money to make.
I'm going to make some money. Man, sorry, Rob, I just love the flavor of my gum. It's so good.
Apparently.
I've had this home for 30 years, and I am just ready to make some friggin' money. Are you going to make some money for me? I want to sell this house for top dollar because I got a pool. I got everything. I've just recently re-updated it like 10 years ago, and I have granite countertops and that nice, beautiful cherry cabinets, and it looks really good. What can you do for me?
You've got a great home, Sally.
I know I do.
What we can do is make you some money.
That's what I want.
Your house is worth more by a lot than you bought it.
My house is worth a lot of money. I'm telling you, like I said, I got a pool. It's 4 bedrooms, 3,000 square foot. It's a beautiful home. I think it's worth more than what you're telling me you should list it for.
So you think I want to make you less money than you can?
I think so, Rob. I mean, why are you trying to sell it for nothing? I mean, that home was my home. I've had that home for 30 years, and I know it's worth a lot more.
Well, okay, but I showed you the comparable sales, right? And you know that we're going to list it a little bit higher than the last available comparable sale.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And you also have some objectives you're trying to hit, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to make money.
So I need to keep those focused, all right? I just want you to focus on those things. Objective, of course, we're going to make you money. But we also have to buy the new home at the same time. And we don't want to wait too long, right?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't sold the home in 30 years, so I don't know how this process works, but it's very frustrating.
Right. Well, all the evidence that I've shown you, all the information that I've shown you says this property is worth X amount of dollars. Okay.
What are these people thinking?
Right.
Where are they getting those numbers from?
From your neighbors. I mean, there was a lot of sales in your area.
Yeah, they sold it for nothing.
Well, Sally, they didn't sell for nothing.
Salamanda,
they did not sell for nothing. They sold for a lot more than they bought it too.
I know, but 30 years is a long time to build equity.
Yes, it is. And do you see how much equity you're making?
I know. My mortgage is paid off, and I know it's going to be great to buy a new home, but
that's right.
You know what? When you start talking about money, money talks.
Yes. Yes, it does. But we have some objectives we need to do.
Okay. What are my objectives?
We need to sell your home, but we're going to be looking for your new home at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, when you go to look for that new home and you put in that offer, we're going to hopefully have a contingent offer on your property, but at the very least, it's on the market. Okay, we got to have your property on the market. Now,
this is stressful.
I know it's stressful.
This is too much to think about.
I know you feel it's stressful, but it's not. I got you covered. And I'm telling you why we have to be reasonable with what we're asking for.
Okay.
I want you to make as much out of that home as possible, but we have to hit our objectives. We can't be on the market forever if you want to find your home and close on it within a certain amount of time. Am I right?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay. Well, also, you know, if you show that to another listing agent, that you have your property listed on the market, I've talked to you about this. Now, if they look at that and they do their own research and they say this is unrealistic, they're going to go to their clients and say, hey, we have an offer, but they're unrealistic with their contingency. That sale that you're doing, of your home.
Just
so we have to be careful.
I wish my husband was around. He could help me make this decision. My poor soul husband.
I cannot make decisions for you.
I know.
But I can help you make decisions.
Okay. I trust you, Rob.
And that's what listen. I want to show you. I want to earn this from you.
Okay.
I hope I am doing that along the way. I know that you may have some back and forth, but we'll keep talking about it.
Okay.
If you are concerned, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. There's nothing that we can't handle.
Sounds good.
And I really do believe that by the end of this, when it's all done, you're going to be so happy, you're going to forget all about any stresses or concerns you've had, because in the end, none of it really mattered.
No, we got to take care of my poor doggies. They need to I need
right.
a single-story house, and I
That's right.
can't be living in this two-story house anymore.
That's
My
right.
kids are gone. My husband's gone.
Well, listen, it's nobody's information about why you're selling.
I
So
know,
right
I
now
know,
we
I know.
keep all that quiet, but when we go along the sale, it's going to happen, and we're going to win this for you. We're going to make all the things that you need to have happen.
Okay.
We're going to hit our goal.
Okay, thank you,
All
Rob.
right.
Thank you so much. Can I get a hug?
Oh, yes, okay. Absolutely, Sally. All right. That's Salamander, everybody.
Salamanda.
We're going to see how it goes along the way, and we're going to see how successful she ends up being. Yeah.
I'm counting on Rob Hau, the Rocksdale Realtor, to sell my home. Lord Jesus.
You picked the right one.
All righty. As always, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. What are you doing?
Beating heart.
Leave a comment down below, share with a friend, and guess what? You need to subscribe. We only have like 12 subscribers, so subscribe to our channel because we talk a lot about fun stuff. So let us know in the comments what you think of our awesome real estate show. If there's anything that you would like us to discuss, let us know because we like your opinions. We love your comments. We love to read your comments. And the more you interact, the more things we can talk about, right?
That's right. And if you're looking to sell or buy real estate, well, look no further. We'll take care of you.
Exactly.
So rock on.
But do it peacefully.
And we'll see you
on the next one.
Thursday morning. So Sally, what are you doing here in Vegas?
I'm actually a retired school teacher,
Okay.
and I'm actually trying to find me a husband.
Oh, you're trying to find yourself a husband, really?
I am. I need somebody to help take care of me. I get
Really?
lonely.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah. Are you looking for anybody?
Sally, I am selling your home. That's what I'm here to be your real estate agent.
But Rob, you're so cute.
All right. No, we can't go down this road. All right.
Why not? Just kidding. Yeah. Okay.